The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hello, Absurdians, and welcome back to the show. The show, of course, is called The Absurd. And you know, well, maybe you don't, but we do absurd histories and mysteries, weird news stories, strange goings-on from now and yesteryear. That's Mel giggling over there. She was just yawning. She almost swallowed her whole face when she was yawning.
Yes, yeah, that's what I did.
I've done that. It's painful.
It swallowed your whole face.
Yeah, an inverted face.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's something. How are you?
I'm trying to picture that now.
No, I have video.
I'm all right.
Yeah?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently I'm tired.
Well, yawning actually means a lack of oxygen.
Oh.
So, I mean, there is air in here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to question.
Are you enjoying the weather?
No.
I see.
No.
For anyone listening who's not from around where we are, it has been ridiculously wintry.
It has.
For like...
all the winteries.
Yeah, like a couple of weeks. Actually, it said, so far this winter I read that Waterloo region has received 200 centimeters of snow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. So that's like almost 7 feet for the archaic measuring people.
That'd be kind of cool if we got it all at once, though.
I guess. Would be for me. I'm on the 10th floor.
Yeah.
You couldn't even get out of your house.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What
Yeah,
will we ever do?
She says that until like, oh my God, there's no beer left.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Raid the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
Drinking creme de banane just to get by.
Oh, gross. So how was your weekend? You went to the Ranger game Friday night with your son.
Yes.
How was that?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold. Like outside, not in the arena. That was okay.
Because you walked from the rink up to Dairy Queen, right?
Yeah, so we went early to get like what I call a good parking spot.
Yep.
And then we walked down to Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
It was, oh man, it was cold. Very, very cold.
What did you have at Dairy Queen?
I had a chicken burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fries?
I had some of Liam's.
And Liam, what did he have? Did he have a hamburger?
No, he
Oh.
had chicken strips.
Oh, yeah.
He likes their chicken strips.
Yeah, I've never had them, but I like a good chicken strip.
And it was freezing in there, too. Like,
Well,
we were
course.
eating with our coats on.
Because of all the ice cream.
Yeah, that's why.
I would probably draw, those big cakes.
Yeah, they're just, ice cream all over the place in there. Just buckets and buckets.
Do you like the ice cream cakes?
I do.
Oh, God, me too.
Oh, that's what I want for my birthday every year.
Do you ever get one?
Sometimes.
Actually, this would be a good time for me to buy one, because I don't think I could fit it in my freezer. I could just leave it outside.
There you go. That would work.
Unless the owls come and get it. Or crows. Yeah, so
But yeah,
everything else good?
Good. Yep, it was good.
Yeah.
Good weekend.
Nice. You were home for a lot of it, though, weren't you?
Yeah, because there was no hockey this weekend. There were some practices, but we had no hockey games this weekend.
Sweet.
So that was a nice little break too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, a reprieve.
Yeah.
Considering you weren't feeling very well, you had a bad headache.
Yeah, I think it was just this weather. This
Yeah.
weather's all over the place. The pressure's up and down, and
Up and down.
I'm old now, so it
That's
just
true.
bothers me.
That's true. About to get older. Well, I guess we get older every day, don't we?
Wow, this is very true.
Every minute, really.
Yeah.
I went to Hop House yesterday
Yes.
for my monthly meeting of the minds.
Mm-hmm.
And it had some fantastic wings. Mango habanero. Wish I was eating them right now because I'm, again, famished. But it was a pretty quiet weekend for me, which I was all about, man. I was digging it.
Nice.
Absolutely. So any of you who listened to the bonus episode we put out, again, I apologize for the funked out hiss in the background that started about 24-minute mark. No
Yeah.
idea what happened.
So weird.
I did a lot of noise reduction, but I couldn't do too much, otherwise we'd lose our voices.
Mm-hmm.
So I do apologize. I'm sure it was annoying. It was annoying for me. But I don't know what happened, which means I can prevent it because, well, I recorded my intro that day and had zero issues. So we don't know what happened,
That's
to
weird.
be quite honest. Obviously, I dropped something because you could hear me. And I don't know if I
Yes, something happened. You either hit your mic or you dropped something, and I don't remember.
Me neither.
I was trying to remember what we were doing, what you did, and I don't know.
It's crazy times, Mel.
Crazy.
Crazy times.
Yes.
Before, did you have something else to say?
Nope.
All right. Before we get into our stories, which Melina will be starting this week, I found an interesting little tidbit of information. So the how do I pronounce this? Mbabram, formerly isolated and now extinct Australian Aboriginal language, used the word dog, D-O-G, to mean dog. Now think about that for a second. The word evolved completely independently of the English one out of pure coincidence, and the two are in no way related. You know what the odds against that would be?
Wow.
Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So they came up with the same word for the same thing, meaning the same thing, without ever being aware.
Crazy.
I know, it's kind of cool, isn't it?
It is.
I think it's very cool. Because, like, let's see, in French, dog is...
Chien.
Right. In German, it's Hund. And I think Spanish is perro. I think that's how you say it. Because I always, whenever I'm selling hot dogs, I'd be like, hey, perro caliente. Caliente is hot.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
And all those countries were, like, right near where English was developed, oddly in England. So this is like 10,000 miles away or whatever, and they came up with the same word. I thought that was kind of cool.
That's very absurd.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Film at 11. Do you have Anne's story to get things rolling today?
I do.
Ooh, I'm all a quiver.
You're all quivering. All right.
Yeah.
Steve Carter grew up in New Jersey after being adopted from an orphanage in Honolulu when he was 4 years old. Have you ever been to Honolulu?
No.
I would love to go.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
I've had Honolulu chicken. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Probably not the same. His adoptive parents, Steve and Pat Carter, provided him with everything a child could want: stability, love, and support.
Awesome.
From the outside, his life looked normal and fulfilled. Yet even in the happiest childhoods, small gaps in identity can persist. Steve knew almost nothing about his circumstances that had brought him to the orphanage in Hawaii. He didn't know who had left him there or why. It was a silence in his personal story that he had learned to live with until one ordinary morning changed everything. One day in 2011, Steve was getting ready for work when CNN ran a segment about a missing woman who had been abducted as a child. She had only discovered the truth years later after stumbling across her photo on a website for missing children. The story caught Steve's attention. Later, he heard the same report again while driving to work. Then it appeared one more in the form of a tablet notification. It felt as though the universe was trying to tell him something. So he acted. He visited a website listing missing children in Hawaii and typed in 3 simple terms: Hawaii, male, missing, 34 years. The results stopped him in his tracks. Staring back at him was an age progression photo of a baby who had gone missing in the late 1970s. The digitally aged image looked like Steve himself.
Whoa.
The photograph Steve found was based on a six-month-old baby boy named Marks Panama Moritari Barnes,
Love it.
who had disappeared on June 21st, 1977. That day, Mark's mother, Charlotte Moriarty, had taken her baby out for a walk in Hawaii and never returned.
Oh.
Charlotte eventually turned up at a stranger's house, giving both herself and her son false names. Authorities soon realized something was wrong. Charlotte was admitted to a psychiatric hospital, and baby Marks was placed in protective care. Days later, Charlotte vanished once again, this time for good. The false name she had given made it almost impossible for officials to trace the boy's true identity. Unable to link him back to his father, Mark Barnes, who had reported him missing, the little boy became a ward of the state. 3 years later, he was adopted by the Carters and renamed Steve Carter. At first, Steve thought the resemblance to the missing child's image was just an interesting coincidence. He showed the picture to friends who strongly urged him to go to the police. He eventually submitted a DNA test, and through the results it took months to process. Finally, the truth came back. Steve Carter was indeed the missing baby. Throughout this discovery, Steve learned that he had an older half-sister, Jennifer, who had just been only 8 years old when their mother vanished with her baby brother. She had long assumed both her mother and sibling had died, though she had later convinced authorities to reopen the case, which eventually led to the age progression photo being made. When Steve and Jennifer finally spoke, the connection was immediate. We definitely shared a lot of similarities, Steve said. Steve also reconnected with his biological father, Mark Barnes. For Mark, hearing his son's voice for the first time was overwhelming. All I could say was, wow, oh, wow, wow. Mark recalled the agony of losing his girlfriend and infant son so suddenly and never finding them again. I spent about 1.5 years going crazy driving around the island, he said of his desperate search. The story of Steve's birth mother, Charlotte Moriarty, remains unresolved. Letters from relatives revealed that Charlotte had a turbulent relationship with Mark and often disappeared for days at a time. Steve had speculated that Charlotte may have traveled to East Asia for a fresh start, perhaps immersing herself in a carefree lifestyle before eventually passing away. Whatever the truth, she was never seen again after leaving the hospital in Hawaii. So she's disappeared.
Yep.
We don't really know what happened to her, but yeah, that would be
Well, it'd be very weird, wouldn't it?
that would be very weird. And he never did get to meet his dad. He had passed away.
Oh.
So, but he got to talk to him on the phone and had
I
some
see.
letters, but
Okay.
then he had passed shortly after that. But yeah, you imagine looking at a missing person site and be like, wow, that really looks like me.
Yeah, so he obviously knew he had been adopted.
Yes.
His adoptive parents obviously told him that,
Yes.
I presume. Big, slight interjection. I am 1,000,000,000% pro-adoption.
Yeah, my brother's adopted.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yes.
My mom is, too. I wonder if they're related.
Well, you never know.
I think I can guess.
Yeah.
But I think it's fantastic that people do that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, then to be inspired and go, you know, because he didn't know, like, he didn't know anything about his mother, disappearing or whatever.
Nothing.
Right. He just
They didn't
went
know.
Kind of on an inspired whim.
Yeah.
To research what was going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Because all he knows was that he was at an orphanage. He didn't know
Yeah.
anything about his mom and dad, biological
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
and dad.
Wow, that's pretty cool, dude. That would be pretty shocking.
It would be very shocking.
But some closure nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, just to kind of know where you've come from, right?
Yeah,
like it's
totally.
Yeah, my brother's adopted.
Yeah.
And when he turned 18, he got a letter from his biological father. And that's I remember that day. It was just so clear in my mind, and that he had sent a picture, and it was like spitting image of my brother, but I think he wrote him back once, maybe twice, and then he's like, no. He's like, I know who my mom and dad are, but then me, I'm like, I kind of feel bad for his biological father, right? Because he didn't want to give him up, but the mom did.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah.
Why didn't he fight for custody?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules were back then, or I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he didn't know, and now the baby's got. I don't know. I don't know how it all works, but
So did his father wait till he was 18, or was that
You
letter
have to.
like in trust or something?
No, he waited.
Oh, okay.
So when he was 18, he reached out to the adoption agency, and he writes a letter to him. Doesn't know his name or anything like
the
that.
father.
Right.
Right. Okay.
The father wrote a letter, gives it to the adoption agency,
I see.
who then forwards it on to
Right.
my brother. So
And what province was your brother born in?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No, wait, that's a lie. Nova
Okay.
Scotia.
Why would you lie?
Actually, I don't know.
Remember the
I think it was Nova Scotia.
Remember the really huge conspiracy with what was it called in Mount Cashel?
What?
The orphanage run by the Catholic Church, and it was all kinds of sexual abuse. And they settled. I'm positive that was in Newfoundland. Now I want cashews because Cashel is kind of like a cashew. Hey.
Hey.
There's a lot of people, I think particularly men, who think that men have a higher sex drive than women.
Right.
Absolutely debunked. Not true. Now, various, if you will, fantasies may differ from gender to gender. But I'm going to ask you this. As a woman, have you ever had a fantasy of being with twin men? Twins. Not two men, twins.
Twins? No.
Identical twins.
No.
Well,
Never.
Not men, though. I mean, I don't think it's uncommon. Yeah, I was a backpedal. I just wanted to, I don't have any problem with homosexuality. I'm just not don't happen to be one of them. Yeah, so you've never thought, those twin dudes, that'd be awesome.
No, I can't say I ever have.
All right. Well, we are going to go, I believe it's Thailand.
Okay.
As if dating isn't already confusing, try adding identical faces and double the emotional labor. A 24-year-old woman in Thailand has gone viral after confirming she's in a relationship with two twin brothers at the same time.
Wow.
She's not choosing between them. She's dating them together, on purpose. Everyone involved knows. Everyone involved says they're fine. The woman, Nong Fa, shared her relationship publicly on TikTok, where it immediately detonated across Thai social media. The comments split into two camps. One side screamed scandal. That's good alliteration. The other stared at the screen in stunned silence, trying to mentally map the logistics of the whole thing. According to Fa, she met the twins, Singh and Suya, while working as a server at a roadside restaurant to pay for university. They came in with a group of friends, and someone joked that she should give her number to the twins instead of an older man at the table. She laughed, exchanged line contacts, and went back to work. A month later, both brothers messaged her, within minutes of each other. From there, the situation escalated quickly. Fa says she developed feelings for both men at the same time. Neither brother bowed out or demanded exclusivity, and somehow nobody wanted to fight each other. The two brothers, this is a quote, "Two brothers never argued or got jealous because they both loved me, and I loved them too," Fa told the reporters. It started with separate visits, then longer stays. Eventually, they stopped leaving. Now they all live together.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, what's the first question that comes to your mind, Mel?
I don't know. I have
Come on.
many.
Okay, but what the logistics of it?
Do the brothers touch swords?
Well, that's not the first one that would.
That's the one. Like, do they are? Anyways.
Yeah, it's funny how your brain always goes to penis. I mean, you're not far off of where I was headed with this. Obviously, people asked about the sleeping arrangements immediately. Fa addressed it casually. They share a 6-foot bed. She sleeps in the middle.
Oh, God.
It's crowded, she said, but manageable. I feel warmer than anyone else does during winter, she added, which somehow made everything even weirder than it already was.
Oh, no.
The twins work agricultural jobs and come from modest backgrounds. Fa manages the household finances and opened bank accounts for both men so they could track savings. She describes them as shy and conflict-averse, adding that if arguments happen, she's usually the one starting them because neither brother likes confrontation. Clearly. Families were skeptical at first. Then months passed. Nothing exploded. The relationship stayed intact. Eventually, relatives stopped objecting and just accepted the unconventional situation. Online critics, however, have been louder. Accusations range from attention-seeking to moral collapse. Fa has told the twins to ignore the comments and focus on work and each other. Since going viral, brands have already reached out about promotions. Fa says she's still showing up to her restaurant job and hasn't made plans beyond that. When asked why the three of them lived together, Soea, one of the men, didn't hedge. Because we love each other, he said. That answer hasn't satisfied the internet. It probably never will. But the discomfort says more about how rigid people expect relationships to look than about three adults doing something unusual and appearing, against all expectations, completely fine with it. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's a little unconventional.
Yeah, a little bit.
But to call it, like, moral, there's nothing immoral about it. Like, if all three people
It's just odd.
Yeah, but shit, the world's full of odd. We wouldn't have a podcast if it weren't for odd.
Wow, this is very true.
You know?
Yes.
I mean, if they're all going into it with their eyes wide open, they're able to consent, they're intellectually developed enough to do so. Mm-hmm. What do I care?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knock yourselves out. Like, you know, there's a million worse things you could be doing.
Yep.
You know? So, anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah. So...
Not sure how I feel about it. But hey.
Why? Because they didn't touch swords? Like you're disappointed, you mean, or what? Hey, Echo, turn on chair 2.
I saw your little solar lights coming on there, too.
Yeah, I know. One of them does, the other doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's about. Those are the ones you got me at Dollarama.
Yeah, I know.
That I searched long and hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have a story?
I do. On November 8th, 1961, Dr. Arthur Duperrault,
Ooh, I like that name.
there you go,
Yeah.
chartered a yacht called the Bluebell from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to the Bahamas for a family
Bermuda
trip.
Triangle.
What?
This is in the Bermuda Triangle.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Along with Arthur was his wife, Jean, and children Brian, Terry Jo, and Renee. The family lived in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and Arthur had planned for many years to take everyone to Florida for a family cruise. An optometrist, Arthur had saved for a long time to make his dream come true. Also on the trip was Arthur's friend, Julian Harvey, as his skipper, along with his wife, Mary Dean. What?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were cutting me off.
No, gosh, no.
The first few days of the cruise was said to be going well. But on the 5th night, Terry Jo, who was 11 at the time, woke to the sound of screams on the deck above the cabin in which she had been sleeping. Her 7-year-old sister, Renee, would usually be sleeping with her, but that night Renee was with her parents and brothers on the deck. Terry Jo later told police, "I went upstairs to see what it was, and I saw my mother and brother laying on the floor, and there was blood all over." Terry Jo knew that her family was dead. Then Julian approached her. And when she asked him what had happened, he told her to go back to her cabin. She did as she was told, but after a while, the ship was started to sink, with water reaching her bed.
Oh, wow.
Terry Jo went up to the deck where she asked Julian if the ship was sinking. When he told her that it was, he handed her the line to a dinghy, but the line slipped through her fingers. She recalls watching the dinghy drifting away from the sinking Bluebell. Julian jumped into the ocean towards the dinghy, and that was the last time Terry Jo had seen him.
Oh, wow.
Stunned and wondering what to do to save herself, Terry Jo suddenly remembered the small life float that was kept in the main cabin. She untied it and managed to push it in the water as she climbed on top, as she watched the Bluebell sink right before her eyes. There she was, in the middle of the ocean. This, terrifies me. Terrifies me.
Yeah, count me out.
With no food, no water, no protection from the night cold or the heat of the day, and wearing only a thin white shirt with her pants.
Ugh.
There was a downpour, and Terry Jo was shivering in the rain, but the thoughts that raced through her head were not for herself, but for her lost family. What on earth happened to them? The next day, the small float was starting to disintegrate, and Terry Jo had no choice but to hang her legs over the side. A small plane flew above her, so she waved frantically, but the pilot did not see her.
Yeah.
Wearing a white shirt and sitting in a white float meant it'd be very difficult for anyone to spot her amongst the white caps of the waves.
Yeah.
Drifting in the northwest Providence Channel meant that Terry Jo would eventually be carried north through the Gulf Stream. Then her float would drift east before carrying her across the Atlantic to the British Isles.
So not good.
Not good at all.
Yeah.
Of course, she had no idea of this, and she was trying to focus on being rescued. She later spoke about saying a prayer of thanks for having dolphins swimming alongside her for a while, giving her hope. By the third day, Terry Jo was suffering from heat stroke, and she was badly sunburnt. But on the fourth day, a miracle. She woke to see a giant shape in front of her. She saw people waving from a boat and then arms lifting her to safety. She had survived, but what had happened to her family?
Really?
The day after the Bluebell sank, Julian Harvey was rescued from the dinghy.
Huh?
He told his rescuers, "My name is Julian Harvey. I am the master of the Bluebell." The story Julian told the Coast Guard in Miami was that he was the sole survivor of an accident at sea. He claimed a sudden squall damaged the Bluebell and that his wife, Dean, and the Duperraults were injured when the masts and rigging collapsed. He also claimed gas lines in the engine room ruptured, causing the ship to catch fire before sinking. He said he was lucky to be able to escape in a dinghy. At first, people believed his story, but a few days later, on learning that Terry Jo had survived to tell the true story, he committed suicide. Police believe the Duperraults and Dean had been murdered by Julian.
Right.
One motive was to collect life insurance money from the death of his wife. It's believed Arthur witnessed Julian killing his wife, which led him to killing everyone on board, except for Terry Jo. Nobody knows why he decided to spare the 11-year-old, but years later she said, "I always believed I was saved for a reason." An inquiry revealed Julian had planned to kill his wife to collect on her $20,000 double indemnity insurance policy, which would yield double the insured sum if she had an accidental death. Investigators also believe that Julian would have killed Terry Jo, but leaving her on a sinking ship, he would have assumed that she would not have a chance of survival.
Right.
"I think he probably thought I would go down with the ship," Terry Jo said. Terry Jo moved in with her aunt and cousins, changing her name to Terry to protect her privacy. She didn't talk to the media about the tragedy of losing her family for over 20 years. Terry, who married and had 3 children, spoke to CBS nearly 50 years after the murders, saying that she had hoped her story inspires others. "If one person heals from a life tragedy, my journey will have been worth it."
So this, what was his name? Jerome?
Julian,
You sound like a
the
dick.
captain.
Yeah.
So yeah, they think he was trying to kill his wife for insurance money.
Yeah.
And then the dad saw, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to kill my wife." And then he's like, "Don't do that." And then he went stab, 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 or
It
however
probably
he killed
said
them.
it exactly that way.
It was probably just exactly
But you got,
that.
killing anyone very offside.
Yeah,
Outside of self-preservation.
sure. Yeah.
Which does not include killing your wife for, insurance.
Right.
But then to kill a couple of kids to
Yeah.
cover up your sorry ass.
Yeah.
No, dude.
No,
that's weak.
it's weird.
And
Oh, I can't, just thinking about that poor little girl, my son's almost 11, so he
Yeah.
would be about the same age, and,
Yeah.
I think of that, and that just, my heart breaks.
what would scare you the most about being in her situation?
Dark.
Right, but
The dark. Just the dark. Being in the dark and
Yeah.
not seeing a thing. Except maybe if the moon's out.
Well, if the moon's out, you're gonna have a hell of a star show.
Well, yes.
No, so I mean, you'll have
Yes.
some illumination. I
Oh,
mean,
God.
that
get
doesn't diminish
chills.
the fear, but it would be,
Oh, I couldn't.
yeah, it would be heat stroke that or like
Oh.
exposure that would kill you.
Yes.
You know, and it would not, or dehydration,
Yeah.
like dying of thirst. There's no way that could be enjoyable. You know, because you think like, oh, sharks. Yeah, but if you're on like a floaty thing, yeah, they don't typically like climb onto boats
Not typically.
that I'm aware of.
Unless you're Jaws.
That'd be terrifying. That movie still scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. It's scary.
As yeah, Liam's probably a bit too young to watch it.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I think I was like 10 when I saw it
Yeah.
at the drive-in. But parents back with them were like,
Who cares?
toughen them up.
Yeah.
You
That's
know.
right.
And then my first time to the ocean, like the next year, my brother and I were standing on the beach going, like, couldn't wait to get in. But we're like, yeah, like that's where Jaws lives.
The first thing that ever scared me, and it was a little segue, but was the Michael Jackson Thriller.
What?
Video.
Zombies?
Yes, because I remember the house we lived in, so I wouldn't have been any more than 6.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't very old, but I knew who Michael Jackson was, so I might have been like closer to 6 then.
Right.
And I remember coming downstairs, and it was Halloween, and Mom had it on. And she was like, oh, you probably shouldn't be watching this. And I was like, oh, it's Michael Jackson. I want to see this.
Yeah, yeah.
So they let me watch it, and then I had nightmares.
Well, let me help put your mind at ease. I don't think there are zombies.
No? Okay.
But if there were, I don't think they'd be so well choreographed.
No, probably not. That'd be pretty cool, though.
If they were,
Yeah.
I think it'd be more terrifying than ever. You know? Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, good on that girl for surviving. Poor rest of her family.
Well, yeah.
And dude's wife.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything.
The whole thing was not great.
No, I don't like it. I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
Another question for you before I
Okay.
begin my story.
It's snowing again.
Of course it is. Actually, no, I'm not going to ask you a question.
Why?
Well, because I'm going to claim, I'm going to state that every man who's ever dated, been in a relationship with a woman, knows that women don't fart. Because women tell us they don't fart. But in reality, we know, oh, yes, they do.
Okay. Because
all animals do.
Yeah.
All living
Yeah,
things
we would
do.
explode if we couldn't.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be pretty.
No.
So, we all do it. All animals do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do it, you got trouble, right? And no, I'm going to give you this question. You may choose not to answer it, but
Okay.
everybody knows the answer anyway.
Yeah.
Do you ever deliberately smell your own farts?
Well, you don't really have a choice sometimes.
Well, you can get up and leave the room. You do. Everybody does.
Oh, of course.
And in fact, I would
I
argue...
don't leave the room. It's mine. It doesn't bother me as
take
much.
Take ownership of it.
Yeah.
Take pride. Take pride in your gas. But, it's like... I don't want to get gross here, but, when we go to the bathroom, we will very often look at our defecate. Because it's a health analysis.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Make sure everything looks as it should.
Mm-hmm.
And animals do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Check their own scat. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word for it, dude.
Delicious.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. But anyway, here's some news from the world of farts.
Okay.
A recent study has linked hydrogen sulfide, the gas responsible for the smell of flatulence, to potential protective effects against Alzheimer's disease. The research suggests that exposure to the gas might improve brain function and reduce cognitive decline. The findings are based on laboratory tests in mice and may eventually open new doors in the treatment of age-related neurodegenerative conditions. Though the idea of sniffing your own farts sounds more like a joke than science, the results point to a serious link between hydrogen sulfide and brain cell health. Over 7.2 million Americans live with Alzheimer's today, and 1 in 9 people over 65 is affected. The condition gradually destroys memory, affects physical movement, and can lead to hallucinations or extreme anxiety. Any discovery that could delay or reverse these effects draws scientific and public attention, and the Johns Hopkins team believes their gas-based research may be one such discovery worth exploring. According to the study, hydrogen sulfide, the same gas responsible for the smell, could help regulate the processes that lead to cognitive decline. Quote, our new data firmly link aging, neurodegeneration, and cell signaling using hydrogen sulfide and other gaseous molecules within the cell, said Dr. Bindu Paul, associate professor and co-author of the study. The researchers worked with genetically modified mice that were engineered to mimic symptoms of human Alzheimer's disease. These mice were injected with NAGYY, a compound designed to slowly release hydrogen sulfide throughout the body. After 12 weeks, the treated mice were tested for changes in memory and movement. The results were striking. The mice showed a 50% improvement in both memory and motor function when compared to untreated animals. They were also more physically active. According to the Johns Hopkins researchers, these outcomes suggest hydrogen sulfide could play a meaningful role in reversing certain effects of Alzheimer's. So not just preventative, but perhaps reversing. The core of the study focused on how introducing hydrogen sulfide might actually reverse Alzheimer's symptoms. Quote, the results showed that the behavioral outcomes of Alzheimer's disease could be reversed by introducing hydrogen sulfide. The researchers observed that mice exposed to the gas regained better memory function and were physically more responsive than the control group. Although it was only tested on animals, these changes represent a step forward in understanding how certain gases interact with brain chemistry. The experiment's design allowed scientists to isolate hydrogen sulfide's effects and tie them directly to cognitive performance. These findings might mark the start of a new approach to treatment that does not rely on traditional drugs or therapies, but on naturally occurring chemicals already produced in the human body. As the research moves forward, the team is now examining the molecular pathways that make this gas effective in slowing the effects of Alzheimer's. PhD student Daniel Giovaniso explained that the group is investigating how sulfur-containing molecules interact with GSK3, I don't know what that's not even a letter, a protein associated with the disease. Understanding the cascade of events is important to designing therapies that can block this interaction, like hydrogen sulfide is able to do, Giovaniso said. By exploring how these interactions unfold, researchers hope to map out exactly how hydrogen sulfide might be used in future medical treatments. Imagine that.
Here, sniff this butt.
Well, maybe you want to make more chili or baked beans. And I could start going, oh shit, where did I put my car keys?
What about dogs?
What about them?
Could they use dogs for that? Because let me tell you, I
Oh,
got
like-
one they could use.
Do the testing on dogs?
Oh my god.
Well, you might wonder, like, I don't know, do dogs have Alzheimer's or dementia? Never thought about
I
it,
meant more
honestly.
like dog flatulence
No, but I mean...
to heal people.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. This is where my mind went. 'Cause
I would suspect. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. I don't know. But I don't really. I'd rather, like, no offense. I'm not trying to be too self-centered, but I'd rather smell my own farts than really anyone else's.
well, this is true.
Or any other animal.
Oh, the dog.
Because why not just go hang out at a cow place, like a farm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
No.
Maddie will clear the room. That one
Okay.
I will get up and leave because it's. Whew. Yeah.
Tried changing her diet? Have you tried changing her diet?
Oh, no, her diet's fine. It's because she gets scraps from said people in my house. So depending on what she gets into. One time she ate a whole bag of marshmallows.
Oh, God.
That did not go well.
Oh, she couldn't have felt well after
Oh, no, she was unwell for several days almost. It was a long haul. She was throwing up. It was coming out everywhere. It did not
I don't really
go well for her.
I think it's good that we don't talk about that further. But yeah, so, I'm motivated. But it's weird since I had a piece of my colon removed like 5 years ago. And ever since then, I do not burp or fart near as much.
Really?
Like, it's very disappointing.
Oh.
Like, really is. Because who doesn't, enjoy taking a big drink and letting a good burp rip. Not, I mean, in the middle of church or a restaurant or, whatever. But at home, it feels good. Right? It's a release. I don't really get that anymore. Devastating.
What does burps have to do with your butt?
Dude, it's all the gastrointestinal system.
Yeah, but I don't think that has anything to do with your
I guarantee
anus.
It wasn't my anus. I was cut out, silly girl. It's like when I came out of surgery, when I was able to, function, they give you gum, and you just got to keep chewing it. Because that will induce burping, and that way they can tell that the suturing is all closed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And morphine. Lots and
The
lots
best.
of morphine. Yeah,
Morphine's the best.
I was so pissed off because I went out on a Wednesday for the surgery, and they said, okay, well, be prepared to be here till Sunday. They released me on Friday, which I took as, my immune system, right on. But then when they unhook the morphine, you can pump it, like you can click it yourself, right? They're like, you barely used any.
Yeah,
I'm
here's
like,
some
what?
T3s.
I was like clicking that thing like a mother. Like, can I have it for the rest of the weekend? Like, take home and just, have my own little party?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
they didn't go for it.
No, not so much,
Bullshit. So hope springs eternal for the gassy people out there.
Yeah, there you go.
You might be doing yourself a favor.
You might be.
What are you gonna have for dinner tonight?
Well, I was thinking about that. Do you want to go to the store?
I does.
And M&M's is right there.
Oh, it is indeed.
And I was thinking of picking up some wings or something.
Were you now?
I was.
Do you have a membership there?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, if you don't, you can use mine.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay, fine. You can't use mine. Loser. Yeah, coolio, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make a smaller order now. It's £1.50.
Oh, is it?
Less money, obviously, too.
Yeah.
I have a tenants association meeting.
Oh, exciting stuff.
Not really, but it'll be okay.
And where's that?
Just in the basement here.
Okay.
Like, between garbage cans. No, it's in our meeting room.
In the pool.
No, pool's outside, dude.
I
Better
know.
place.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, no,
that was my joke. Come on.
That was, oh, yeah. Oh, my God, my ribs. Anyway, anything else you want to say to everybody?
Well, you guys should give us some 5 stars.
Darn right.
You're clearly listening to us, so you clearly think we're great.
I hope you'll listen again.
So click that 5-star. Leave a comment. Talk about how wonderful we are.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
All the places.
Yeah, the 5-star reviews really help us.
Yeah.
So on whatever platform you're listening, Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Deezer, we kindly ask that you give us a 5-star. And if you want to write a review, we'd love that too.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna like call us stupid or fat or something. Wouldn't be as game for that.
Yeah, maybe not so much that. No.
Unless you can get a really clever insult.
Yeah, we'll accept it.
I'd give that a look for sure. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening today, and hopefully you will tune in again next week, where we will be doing another one of our "What Will They Drink This Time" little videos. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, please take care of yourself and one another.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Absurd podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.